Remember Y2K? Everyone thought the world was going to end when we entered the year 2000 because they had a poor understanding of computers and thought the world would simply explode into a nuclear apocalypse. Okay, I'm not being fair. Software engineers did work tirelessly to patch out any possible issue with the approaching turn of the century, so that the entire internet and always-on systems would be still up and running, and not crash the economy or explode the world. There would have been major economic crashes, but certainly nothing world-ending in the year 2000. But what some people didn't predict or patch out was a similar bug pertaining to the year 2022, which, yes, is this year, or at least the year this is being recorded. The YK22 bug was not as ubiquitous or terrifying as YK2, and only majorly affected two large companies, which are Microsoft and Honda, actually three if you count Acura, but that was less common, and only certain parts of these companies that you may not have even seen in your daily life. This bug also appeared in smaller companies, but this news was not widespread for obvious reasons. They're small and probably don't want to have people know that there was an issue with things. I actually told my dad about the YK22 issue with the Microsoft email servers, which I'm getting into in a minute, and the same day, this very similar issue went on with his company's email server, which, well, it was exactly that issue, but enough talking, I'll just get right into it. So, Microsoft has an email server called Exchange, which is responsible for school or work email accounts hosted by Microsoft. Reports from clients started coming in that their Exchange emails were just not working. When the clock struck midnight on New Year's Eve, the email server simply stopped processing emails altogether. This was due to the stupid-ass way Microsoft was naming updates for its malware scanning engine for Exchange. The updates were named in year, month, day format, and then a 4-digit number after that. This was a simple way to check which update was most recent, as it would have had a higher value. The problem is that the field had a limit of 31 bits, which means the highest number that would be represented was, oh boy, 2,147,483,648. Bam! One take. Or 2 to the power of 31. And I think you can see where the issue comes in. As soon as the clock ticked to 2022, this would exceed the limit. This way of version checking caused the malware engine to crash, and therefore the entire service with it. And this could very well crash email servers for different companies who did not wait for a Microsoft patch because they just had to send some goddamn emails. And there was a workaround, but the workaround in question was disable malware filtering. Oh boy. So, yeah, people did that because, they need to send their emails, but it's not a good idea, and Microsoft said to only do it if you have a different email malware scanner. But why the fuck would you have a different email malware scanner if you knew Microsoft was just going to take care of that? And I'm sure certain people did this without an alternate scanner, which makes phishing emails even more dangerous, and man, you could even execute code remotely from emails. Much easier. Oh boy, it was just a bad idea. And now it's patched, so please enable malware screening again if you disabled it, and just never turn it off again. Please. Just don't. So, what's the deal with Honda? Well, fortunately, you do not have to remove malware scanning, and unfortunately, as of February 2022, there is no fix because, frankly, Honda decided they have better things to worry about, as well as Acura, most likely. When is this fix supposed to come out? That, happened on New Year's Eve? August. Yeah, thanks Honda, and also Acura. Though, I think most of this information pertains to Honda. I don't have an Acura. I also don't have a car within the years I'm going to specify, but anyways, the issue is that your clock just went all the way back to the year 2002 for some reason. And this was present in Honda and Acura models released between the years 2006 and 2014, although the scope isn't fully understood and is only based on user reports, so it could be more and it could be less. And it could only be certain models, we just don't really know yet. This worked similarly to Microsoft's issue, likely it was with the way they stored date and time with the 31-bit limit for integers. By the way, never store dates as integers, store dates as dates. It avoids exactly this issue, and it makes sense to store dates as dates and not as numbers, but oh boy, that's another issue that I'm not going to get into because I will talk about it for way too long and I will annoy everyone. Anyways, until August, if you have a Honda between those years and noticed your clock is in 2002, well, sorry, you're stuck in 2002 until probably August, which is a terrible fate, but honestly probably better than being in the year 2022, am I right? My name is Chloe Tonis, and thank you for tuning in to Bite-Sized Cybercrime, although this was a weird episode that involved no crime, but it did involve a cybersecurity issue, so I thought I could shoehorn it in. I will try to keep my podcast related to cybercrime-related things, but I just thought it was interesting and I had some funny things to say. So I thought I'd cover it anyways, but until next time, stay secure.